Welcome back to LBS Responds To episode number 113. So welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I have another episode of my weekly Q&A series I do here on my channel. If your question is not answered today, be sure to leave it down below for next week. Two very quick things. Of course, the first thing, I will not be streaming tonight. I really don't feel any better than I did yesterday, and I quite frankly probably won't even be up later tonight. So definitely not going to be able to stream. Hopefully I can come back on Friday for you guys. Second off, a lot of you guys are asking where these are from. I actually totally forgot I even owned these, and I put them up on my shelf a couple videos ago. These are from ImperialBricks.com. A good friend of the channel, and he has a lot of cool products over there. And I will be building these up at some point, Anakin and Padme. So I'm super excited about that. With all that being said, guys, let's get into a quick Q&A video. Like I said, I don't feel the greatest, but I figured these Q&A videos are nice and kind of simple and kind of just a little bit more fun to make when I don't feel good. So starting off, we have Sudden Brick Productions here. Ask LBS, what Jedi minifigure do you think needs to be remade the most? And I got to go with Kit Fisto. I think that's probably definitively the proper answer for that question, because Kit Fisto came out in 2007, had a rubber sand green head mold, which looked pretty good at the time and still kind of holds up today. I think it gets the point across that it is Kit Fisto, but even come 2012, they used the exact same head mold and really did not change them at all. And I think that's the one Jedi that is just sadly a couple years too far in advance made, where he's just not updated for the times. Stuff like Shock T or even Plo Koon, I feel, that were made a little bit later, even just 2 or 3 or 4 years later than Kit Fisto, still kind of hold up. Even like the Quinlans and the Agent Kohlers and the Satie Tins and stuff like that, the Evan Peels. But Kit Fisto, I really do strongly think he was made just like 2 years too early, and really needs an upgrade now. Whether they go, presumably they would go hard plastic, and I think olive green, would probably suit him a lot more color accuracy-wise. So definitely leave your answers down below. What Jedi do you think needs to be remade the most? Next up, we have Collector Empire _KM. He says, ask LBS, do you think that minifigure series would sell better if they incorporated chase minifigures into the series like Funko does? This could be translucent versions like Mexico Factory, glow-in-the-dark, etc. Do you think it would be a good idea? So I'm going to kind of broaden this up a little bit more and kind of just go over, everything involving LEGO. Not just Star Wars, not just CMF series, but I've been saying this for a while that, this is all me personally. Again, you guys, feel free to have your own opinion on it. We're all different. We're all different humans. Think however you guys want, but this is just my thoughts on it. I think, at least to a certain degree, LEGO really does benefit from having exclusive stuff out there. And I'm not talking about, like, the one-of-ones and, like, the crazy rare stuff, but even just stuff, I remember back when I was collecting Funko Pops for a little while, they're like 2018, 2019, one of my favorite things, about that was, when I was out and about hunting for Funko Pops, I would go into 15, 20 different stores, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, GameStop, etc., and they would all have a little bit something different on the shelf, and I don't think LEGO needs to go through that degree, because making a bigger LEGO set is way different than making a little, 50-cent, plastic Funko Pop. But I think, they do have some exclusives, they do, but I think if they just did a little bit more with it, whether it was poly bags, sets, minifigures, again, whether they have like chase variants of poly bags or, the CMF series where, whether it's a translucent version or, just a, like maybe arm printing on the minifigure, like for the chase version, they make like 1 out of every 10. And I think what would definitely benefit the most, and quite frankly, this is probably just me right here. This probably has no bearing for a lot of you guys, but if I walked into Target and got the Bausch Leia helmet and it had like a nice little, like, only exclusive at Target little sticker on the front of it, especially like if it was like printed on there, like, sticker's one thing, but if it had like a printed logo on the front of it, exclusive at Target, I think I would be buying that like way more likely. That's probably just me, I'm kind of like a exclusive like sticker like print kind of fiend. I think it will definitely help, even like LEGO sales at the end of the day. We take like Mr. Gold back in the day for an example, like, this is kind of, again, just a broad, not even just Star Wars related, but just anything regarding that type of nature. If they're worried about sales, I mean, back in the day, you would get your 16 minifigures, and then the amount of times you would be like in your local grocery store or walk into your Walmart, and even though you don't need another minifigure technically, you kind of just think in the back of your mind, like, man, this could be the chance I get a Mr. Gold, and you go buy another $5 minifigure. So I think in more ways than one, I think it definitely could help LEGO, but they definitely have to execute it right. Definitely leave your thoughts down below, guys. What are your guys' thoughts on exclusives or like chase variant minifigures or sets regarding LEGO? Next up, guys, we have Danny right here. Ask LBS, if you had to put an order 1 through 3, August 1st, September 1st, or October 1st, which would be the most hyped for LEGO Star Wars? So, again, for me personally right here, I think overall October 1st is just going to be a straight vibe. We're not 100% sure if it's going to be October 1st or like some point throughout, October, but where the UCS Venator comes out, because I've said it before, I mean, that's just like a legendary set that just genuinely never feels like it would have been real, and I'm going to be at my local LEGO store, 5 hours in advance probably. I wouldn't doubt I'll probably get there at like 7 a.m. They open up at 11, and I'll literally be sitting in a lawn chair, man, just for the just for the sake of me needing to get that set, like confirm, like I need to be first in line. Look, give me the set. And that will be probably, I've said it before, I don't think you guys can see it here, but I've got the UCS Imperial Shuttle here. It's my #1 set for many, many years here. I don't have the Venator yet, of course. They could botch it, but I got to be frank with you. The Venator will probably give the Imperial Shuttle a run for its money. Second up for me, probably September 1st. I think September 1st, from what we know right now, I quite frankly might get all those sets also. The Gunship, the Ghost, both the Ahsoka sets. Like, I might actually, for the first time in a while, go into the LEGO store, if I don't get them early, of course, and buy the entire wave, of that day, day one. Then August 1st, really what I'm excited for at that point is just like the Swamp Speeder, if they do it right, and also the Yavin 4 set. I've kind of said it before, I've seen the Yavin 4 pictures, maybe. If I have, look, from what I know about it, I'll probably actually want that set day one, which is a pretty big surprise. I'm not a big, OT fan when it comes to getting stuff day one, but the Yavin 4 set, I think, will definitely surprise a lot of us. So, yeah, that's kind of my order right there. Definitely leave your thoughts down below, guys. What is your order, as in your hype levels, for LEGO Star Wars 2023 releases? So next up, we have K-Claw right here. Ask LBS, any concerns that we'll see a repeat of what happened on May 1st when it comes to the, the other drops this year? Why not just make them available for pre-order to alleviate site traffic at midnight of drop? So I think, look, I mean, we're always going to run into that problem until LEGO, revamps their website. I guess they did a whole, like, website revamp in, like, 2019 from what I've heard. But in my opinion, man, LEGO and Bricklink themselves, I love Bricklink. Bricklink's pretty much my full-time job at this point, Bricklink and YouTube. So I'm not knocking them at all, but I can definitely say, and I think a lot of us can agree, that both, the Lego.com platform and Bricklink.com platform are both severely outdated, where I genuinely think we're going to keep running into those problems for a long time. But, when it comes to these other, release drops, there's not going to be like a triple LEGO Star Wars promo stack on September 1st randomly, at least from what I know right now, usually not the case. So I think that's definitely going to, alleviate that traffic a bit. People are going to be like, look, I mean, some people will probably go Lego.com that night. Some people will probably just wait till the morning. Some people might just get them on Amazon the next morning, since, they're not going to be missing out on a promo, besides just like VIP points. But, other than that, I think it's just the honest to God truth. I think, stuff like the Swamp Speeder, the Republic Gunship, the Ghost, I mean, that stuff's going to sell out on Lego.com or, go on back order, day one, really, no matter what. I mean, so I think you'd really have to kind of just, as we get closer, play your cards right. If there are no promos on Lego.com, I would just not waste your time there. I would just shop elsewhere, genuinely. But I think until they, revamp Lego.com and Bricklink and kind of like just get with the times, I feel, we're going to keep on running into that problem, man. So next up, guys, we have a William A right here. Ask LBS, big fan. I learned so much from your post. He says pretty much a question. Where do I come up with all these, custom box arts that I use in videos and, thumbnails and titles and everything? And let me just tell you, so, I mean, most of the time, I always try to remember to put it in the description, since if I were to say it every single video, that'll kind of get repetitive. But if you guys don't know, I guess it's been a while since I've actually said it on video, but all of my custom box arts I use for, again, thumbnails and videos and everything, they either come from BrickWizard59 over on Instagram, Brick Set Ideas over on Instagram, Exotic Productions, and lastly, Toxic Tiger 11 _SW. Again, I try to put it always in the descriptions, but, now I'm going to verbally say, full credit to all of them. And there's always a couple other people as well. If I use someone else's, direct thing in a video, I put them in the description. But for the most part, it's these 4 gentlemen right here. All credit to them for the custom box arts and set. Then moving on to the last question for today, we have Speakeasy610. Ask LBS, what remaining sets are you looking forward to the most for the rest of 2023? Not just Star Wars, but from all licenses. So I think, look, my Star Wars list right now is probably UCS Venator #1. Then we also have the Coruscant Guard Gunship #2. And then third, I think it's a toss-up. I'm excited there's going to be a Ghost coming out this year, but I got to be honest, for the Ahsoka series, I'm also excited to see how they do that the actual T6 Jedi Shuttle. So I think probably the T6 Jedi Shuttle for Star Wars slides into my third spot. But if we're going to do any license, the UCS Avengers Tower coming out later this year. So if they end up doing that, the UCS Avengers Tower, 100% properly, makes it look great, worth that, I think it's $550. If they make it look worth it and they make it look beautiful, I will probably be buying that set day one, which is a big surprise. But look, I mean, stuff like that, helicarriers, tumblers, UCS Avengers Towers, like that type of stuff, man. I'm a big superhero guy at the end of the day too. Like, I'm a big Marvel fan, a pretty big DC fan. And, those types of things, man, just tickle my fancy. And, frankly, dude, if they make that right, if they make it look proper, I'll be picking up that UCS Avengers Tower day one also. So, that's my top three of anything Avengers Tower, Venator, and Coruscant Guard gunship. So definitely leave your thoughts down below, guys. What are your most excited sets for the year? All right, guys, so that is everything for today's video. A little bit harder to film than I would have hoped. I just genuinely don't feel too good right now. So of course, no stream tonight. I'll probably be asleep by the time that stream would have happened anyway. And yeah, guys, I'll try to feel better, by the end of the week, stream on Friday. And that's basically all. I have a very large LEGO Star Wars mystery unboxing video tomorrow. So that's going to be super exciting to open up. If your question was not answered today, be sure to leave it down below for next week. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys, and stay safe.